David, thank you very much indeed. Another David, this time we'll call him Davy. Hi, Davy.
Hiya, good
Hi
evening.
there. Good evening.
First of all, before I make my point, man, I wish somebody would give me something with that guy's on. Fear to Neil Lennon, is he having a laugh? Second best? We're no fear to Neil Lennon, not by any manner of means. Take on Neil Lennon any day of the week, so give me something about he's on. Anyway, my main point, to Roger Hannah. I've listened to this programme now all season, and I've yet to hear you criticise Neil Lennon. That man has no class and no dignity when it comes to making statements in the press or on the TV or whatever. And yet every time I listen to this programme and Neil's defence, poor Neil this, poor Neil that. Poor Neil nothing. He brings a lot of attention towards himself. And until he learns to keep his big mouth shut and conduct himself in a more professional manner, like the way Walter Smith does, then he's always going to draw controversy. And I think it's an absolute disgrace that you, in a position, a national newspaper, can be on a panel there and actually defend that man every single time.
Well, Davey, you obviously have been listening to the show right through the season.
I've been listening to the show, Ron. I've been listening to the show.
I said tonight, in defence of Neil Lennon, one of the callers, I think it was another Davey earlier on, singled out one of Neil Lennon's comments on Sunday. I just made a point that if you're going to single out one, you should single out more than one and give him a break. I think he's done a reasonable job. If you'll have heard me saying earlier on, he's only achieved maybe 90% of his aims because he hasn't got a bit of silverware. Now, the last thing I want as a journalist, or Jim Delahunt wants as a broadcaster, or Andy Walker wants as a Sky sportsman, is for any manager to keep their mouth shut. We want managers to come out on a Friday before games, come out on a Saturday after games, come out in midweek at their press conferences and discuss things. And Neil Lennon, to be fair to him, has come out this season and has discussed absolutely everything. Earlier in the season, I said he was right to take on Dougie McDonald, and he was right, because Dougie McDonald lied to him. Quite sure you wouldn't like it if somebody lied to you about something at your work, Davey. But what I will say is, he's done well, but he's only done well to a point. He hasn't won the League Cup final. He hasn't won the SPL Championship. He might not win the Scottish Cup final on Saturday. But if you take the job he's done back to the day he took the job, the day after Tony Mowbray lost 4-0 at St Mirren, he has brought Celtic on. He has done a decent job as Celtic manager. Maybe not a spectacular job as Celtic manager, but I think he's done okay.
Davey, why do you hate him so much?
Me or Neil Lennon?
Davey, why do you hate him so much?
Neil Lennon?
Yeah.
Why do I hate him so much?
Yeah.
Because the man draws controversy everywhere he goes. He's a troublemaker. An absolute troublemaker.
By doing what?
David, do you like El Hadj Diouf?
No, I would get rid of El Hadj Diouf in a minute, and anybody that knows me will tell you I made a statement standing in Rugby Park the other day when he was making a fool of Neil Lennon. I laughed at that. I said, right, now, on your way back to Blackburn, there's a taxi waiting for you outside. Can't stand the guy.
Yes, but why do you hate Neil Lennon so much?
I've just told you. The man draws controversy. I hate troublemakers.
By doing what?
Well, he's always in people's faces. He's always making derogatory remarks. Why draw attention? Why draw attention to yourself all the time? Now, I'm going to tell you something right now, and this is the God's honest truth. I spoke to an ex-Premier League football player, on Friday before the games get played this on Sunday there. And basically, that man was just, the same complimentary way about Neil Lennon as the way I'm just speaking just now. And that is a man in his profession. The man says to me, basically, all he wants to do is attention, draw attention to himself, bring controversy on, always want to start trouble, always in your face, always looking to start a fight when he was on the park. Why do that? Why do you always want to draw controversy to yourself?
I think you've got an unhealthy obsession with Neil Lennon. I think you've got a problem with him. I don't think Neil Lennon's an angel at all, but some of the treatment he has received this year has been quite disgusting. I don't know how he copes, but this very unhealthy obsession with hating Neil Lennon, a football manager, I find it quite disturbing.
Take that point, Davey?
No. Well, I'll tell you something right now. You'll be well aware of it in the media about the rumour mongering.
There's no rumours on this show, I can assure you. Thank you, Davey. 0845 500 1025.